Welcome to episode 1 of my muscle gain journey. It is January 2023. I can't believe I'm saying that. And I've decided that I need a goal to aim towards. Over the last few months, my motivation has been really low, and I'm not talking just over Christmas. I'm just talking in general over the last few months. I haven't really been making any progress in my sessions or my physique, so it is time to switch it up. And this week, I've started to increase my calories in order to gain muscle and strength. Although, if I am being honest, this isn't going to just be about gaining muscle. This is about giving myself a goal and an end to aim towards, because whenever I have a goal, I stay motivated as every day has more of a purpose. So if you too are struggling to get to the gym, stick to your diet, or aren't seeing any results, then make today the day where that ends. Think about what you're doing at the moment and how you can change it in order to get to where you want to be. And remember that you shouldn't make big changes. It's all about the small ones every single day that add up to the big results at the end. Today is the first week of January, and I've decided that I'm going to start working towards building muscle over the next few months. I've given myself around 5 months to grow my glutes and just have something to kind of work towards every single day. I've really felt that over the last few months, my motivation has been quite low. And I know that when I follow a specific program, plan, or have a goal in mind, it always just gives me that extra bit of motivation just to smash it. And I feel like January is the perfect time to do that. And I really want to share my journey with you guys and go through the ups and downs of doing so. So today is the 5th of January. It is Thursday. I started on Monday. So we've been going 3 days. Today is the 4th day. I'm starting my day with a bagel with jam and peanut butter. And then I'm also gonna have this protein yogurt that I picked up yesterday. This one is banoffee pie flavour. There's 18 grams of protein per pot. I was actually gonna make a really good protein shake that I have been loving this week, and that is where you get one of these protein yogurts, put it into a blender with some milk. You can also add extra protein powder if you want. You could add like a banana or something. And then I blend it up, pour it into a cup, add some low-fat whipped cream to the top, and it is chef's kiss. But I blew up my NutriBullet yesterday, so I can't do that. And I actually just went to film it for you all, but I don't have a blender anymore, so I can't do that. So we're just gonna be eating the yogurt. I thought today we could just go through exactly what I'm doing, what I've got planned, my starting stats, where my journey kind of getting here, and what's gonna be realistic for me over the next 4, 5, 6 months or whatever. I don't wanna set unrealistic expectations here. I want you guys to all know that it takes ages to build muscle and it's hard work. So we're gonna be doing this together, and if any of you are also trying to gain muscle, then stick around because we can do this together. So in this breakfast, there is 401 calories, 55 grams of carb, and 29.8 grams of protein. So it's a really well balanced meal. I'll be training legs today, and before my leg workouts, I always make sure I fuel myself because otherwise my sessions go really bad. And this is actually one of the reasons why I wanted to do this, because I've really felt like over the last few months, my sessions have just been like so up and down. Sometimes I'll have really good sessions, other times I won't. And it's because I haven't really been fully tracking my calories. And on the days where I haven't been tracking them, I just haven't been eating enough or enough of the right foods. I just haven't fueled myself. So my sessions haven't been that great. And when you don't have consistent sessions and consistent calories, you just don't really make any progress. And I'm kind of just fed up of not seeing results anymore. I did actually start a muscle gain journey way back when I first started working out like 6 years ago. Put a little photo here, you guys can see my transformation. On this journey, it was the first time that I'd really properly tried to gain muscle, and I only did it for 12 weeks. So this time I want to give myself longer because I've been training for longer and I can. And I'd rather just kind of give it a bit of extra time and just really kind of have something to focus on for a decent amount of time. That actually genuinely tastes like a banoffee pie. Sometimes the yogurts are really fine, but they're really thick and hard to swallow. This isn't too bad, but it is kind of getting on the verge of that. So, starting off with my calories. So, I've increased my calories. I think I was eating around 1800 probably, but obviously on some days I wasn't tracking, so I don't fully know. Moving into this muscle gaining phase, my calories have changed. obviously. So we have training day calories, and then we also have rest day calories. Now, this isn't essential, but the reason I've chosen to do that is because my rest days are very, very sedentary at the moment. I'm literally just sat at my desk all day, so I don't really need the extra calories, to be honest, so that's why I've done that. But on a training day, my calories are at 2,300, carbs are at 300, proteins at 140, fats are at 60. So I've got a really decent amount of carbs there, which is really nice. And it's kind of hard like shifting your mindset from like eating a little bit less all the time, or like not having so bigger portions, to now actually eating more and allowing yourself to have that. I don't know, I feel like it's like a really weird shift, but it doesn't take long. You just kind of have to like throw yourself into it. On rest days, however, my calories are 2,020, carbs are just dropped to 230 instead of 300. Protein and fats are still the same. Okay, so I've just got to the gym. It is so packed outside. There are so many cars. Hopefully I'm gonna be able to film. Like, my aim was to film my workout for you guys and kind of guide you through my leg workout. I will do the best that I can. I'll try and film everything, but obviously if I don't get everything done, I'll put a screenshot and then you guys will be able to follow along with the workout. And I'm so sorry if not, but one of my things this year is to just get more confident with filming myself in the gym, because I can do it, I know I can, but it doesn't help that the only tripod I have with me today is my big one, and I like to be a little bit discreet. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully I'll be able to get it done and have a good session. My head today is, I don't know, I was feeling really up for it, but now because I've been sort of just working all morning, it's kind of just gone, like that buzz. I'm hoping that as soon as I get in there, I'll just feel good and we'll have a good workout. Today's workout is my glute and quad workout from my new workout program, which I'm going to be following for at least 12 weeks. Now, I always start my leg workouts by warming up on the treadmill for around 10 minutes. That just gets my heart rate up. Then I start moving with some dynamic exercises and stretches. So dynamic means you're constantly moving throughout, and static means you're stationary. So static would be what you do after your workout, and it's really important to make sure that your exercises before your workout are warming up your muscles in the correct way. So I normally do these stretches for around 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'll go into some banded exercises for my legs. Once I kind of feel like my body's ready, it's really important to listen to your body. Like, you'll know when your body is a little bit eased and is ready to go into the workout, because I feel like a lot of people skip these stages and it's so important to not do that. I also foam roll every morning as well. That just relieves any muscle tension that I also have, and I really find that that helps with my range of motion, and it helps with preventing any injuries as well, and just keeps my body moving in how it should be. So if you're not doing that as well, I would really recommend that, especially if you are also trying to gain muscle. So here I'm just sort of finishing up on my dynamic exercises to warm up, and I normally do about 5 to 8 reps per exercise, but like I said, if some days I'm feeling a little bit stiffer, then I'll increase the reps even to like 12 to 15. It just depends on how I'm feeling. These hip openers are so good, especially if you're squatting in the day as well. They just really help in terms of opening up your hips and preparing you for any leg workout. Lastly, I always do some squat stretches, especially if I'm training legs. So that just, again, prepares my body for a range of motion and just opens up my hips and my chest. And again, all of these exercises are kind of going through the range of motion that I'll be doing throughout my workout. Once I've done that, I'll always grab a band and I will do 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps on 3 exercises. So I'll just pick 3 exercises. Today I did squats, so I make sure that I don't lock my knees out at the top and I just keep constant tension in the squat. I find that this really helps in regards to kind of firing up my glutes and, to be honest, just firing up my muscles so that they are prepared for the workout ahead. I then did some banded crab walks and I do 20 reps of these. So 10 reps on one leg, 10 reps on the other leg. And again, these are a staple to my leg workouts just because I feel the most engagement here. Then I finish off with some side-lying banded clamshells. So these are an exercise which I think everybody should do a lot more of, especially if you're squatting and hip thrusting. It just really opens up your hips and it really engages your glute medius, which is, I feel, sometimes forgotten about. In this workout, which is in my lower body 2 session of my muscle gaining plan, I start with barbell hip thrusts. Now, I'm actually hip thrusting twice a week because I want to grow my glutes, and the hip thrust is
the king of building glute muscle. If you guys don't follow Brett Contreras on Instagram, then you need to follow him. He is the glute king and he gives such good advice. I really recommend checking him out. So I'm doing a couple of warm-up sets just with some lightweight. I started at 60 kilos, then went up to 80, and then I did my working set at 100 kilos. So the reps that I did for the barbell hip thrust were 12, 10, 8, and then I dropped the weight back down to do 15 reps at 60 kilos. So my working weight was 100 kilos and my back off set at the very end for the 15 kilos was at 60 kilos. Now that was actually a PB for me, 100 kilos at 12 reps. I don't know, I was just kind of feeling it today. I got in there, turned the music on, and I was just ready to go. And sometimes when you're not feeling it, that's actually when your best workouts are. I kept the band on because I feel like my barbell hip thrusts are a lot more stable if I've got the band on. And it also just kind of helps me to remember to push my knees out and just to kind of engage my outer glutes a little bit more. Second exercise was the single leg extension. So this is a quad exercise and I did 4 sets, 10 reps on each leg, and again I hit a new PB. So this was the last set at 41 kilos and my first set was at 29 kilos. I hit 10 reps. Second set was 35 kilos, again 10 reps. Third set was 41 kilos at 8 reps and fourth set was 41 kilos at 6 reps. So my reps decreased, but that's okay because I increased the weight. So moving forward, my goal now will be to increase the reps at the same weight, and that will be me progressively overloading over the next few weeks, and then obviously I'll increase the weight when I can. Third exercise were Bulgarian split squats. These are just the devil. You have to make sure that you get these set up right to target your glutes, because if you step too close to the bench, you will target your quads. So I'm leaning slightly forward here to increase the tension on the glutes, and I did 3 sets, 10 reps on each leg, just making sure that I'm hitting that range of motion and going down as low as I can. To be honest, this was quite hard to film because there were a lot of people around me and it was kind of putting me off. But anyways, we're here, we did it. And this was an absolute killer because I supersetted these with body weight Bulgarian split squats. So I did the body weight Bulgarian split squats straight after. I did 3 sets at 15 reps on each leg. So more reps, but obviously no weight. And it absolutely killed. My legs are burning today and I recommend the superset to absolutely anyone. To finish off this workout, I went to the cable machine and I used my ankle cuffs. I got these from Amazon. If you don't have any and your gym never has them, then just buy them off Amazon. They're so cheap. I did 3 sets of 12 reps of cable kickbacks, and then I went straight into 3 sets, 10 reps of banded abductions. So basically did 12 kickbacks, then 10 abductions on one leg, and then swapped and did it on the other leg. This workout will be on Elevate's Hot Girl Winter Challenge Part 3. I'm just finalising it, so if you want to do this workout, you'll be able to check it out on there, or I will also paste it below.
Wow, that was such a good session, and as you can see, I filmed every exercise. I'm really proud of myself because as I was going in, I was thinking, I'm not gonna record any of this. Like, it was so busy. I mean, I'm all for everyone taking up fitness in January, but you guys have got to stick to it because January is just the busiest month in the gym and it's just so stressful. But I just put my headphones in, played a really good playlist and just got on with it, and I'm really proud of myself and I had such a great session. At the moment, I'm actually trialing the next phase for Elevate's Hot Girl Winter Challenge. So basically, before every challenge and before I release it, I trial it 1 to 2 weeks just to make sure it's like correct, and then I'll keep following it because I follow that exact program. Now, the program that I'm currently following is a 4-day split. So I'm doing 2 upper sessions, one's back and biceps and one's shoulders, chest and triceps. Then I'm doing 2 lower body sessions. One is glutes and then one's glutes with a little bit of quads thrown in, as you saw today. So they're the 4 sessions that I'm doing a week. I'm not doing any more than that because I don't have time, and I'd rather train less and have better sessions rather than aiming for 5 and then having a 5th average session and then not a very good 4 sessions. Does that make sense? And because I'm like so inactive at the moment with my steps, I'd rather use the 5th day to maybe get a big walk in or just get some steps in and just stay active. So that is my plan at the moment, but I'm just about to have some lunch. I cooked this Nando's rice. I actually uploaded it to my YouTube maybe a couple of weeks ago, I can't remember, just before Christmas. Basically the same but slightly different, and I filmed it for my Instagram, so if you guys were on there as well, it'll be on there probably by the time this video goes live. So yeah, that is it. It's got halloumi, peppers, chicken, just so good. So I'm just gonna heat this up in the microwave. I heat all of my meal preps up in the microwave for like 2 to 3 minutes, and then yeah, it's like good to go. I know some people say to not like reheat rice, but I feel like as long as it's not like takeaway rice from the Chinese, then you're fine. And as long as it's heated up to a really hot temperature, then you're okay. So yeah. One of the things that I really wanted to talk about and focus on in this video is just to chat you guys through my goals now, because obviously they've very much changed. So the reason I have started this journey is because, like I said, I kind of felt like I'd plateaued and my training wasn't improving. I wasn't kind of seeing changes in my physique anymore, and I just felt really unmotivated. And I think, you know, if you're in a place where you're not feeling very motivated, you need to change something up. Like whether that's you doing something different, going with a friend, doing a different sport, having a different goal, whatever it is, you just need to change it up just to kind of spike that motivation. To be honest, it could be something small as buying a new gym outfit. Whatever it is, just do it so that you get back on track. And I've just kind of been like lulling around, like just going to the gym, obviously enjoying it, whatever, pushing hard. But like I said, my energy levels have just been so inconsistent that my sessions have been inconsistent. And I just really want to focus on something over the next few months, and January is just the time to do it. So my main goals are to grow my glutes, because who doesn't want big glutes? I really want to improve on my hip thrusts. So today I actually hit a PB. I did 100 kilo barbell hip thrust for 12 reps. Then I worked all the way down from 12, then to 10, then to 8 to 6. And then I did a lower weight back at 12 reps. And I kept the 100 kilos all the way up to the lower weight. And I'm really proud of myself, because if I had been on lower calories, I would have literally given that up. So food is literally your friend when you're trying to gain muscle. And it's really important to not be worried about increasing those calories. A lot of people on my Instagram kind of ask me about how I'm like increasing them by quite a bit at first, and to be honest, I'm not really, because on some days where I'm not tracking, like say if I go out for a meal, I'm probably eating 2,500, 3,000 calories, but obviously on the other days where, you know, I don't eat so much, I might be eating a little bit less. It's just really hard to know. So I feel like when you start something, it's just good to completely go with it. So yeah, we're going with 2,300 calories on training days, and I'm just so excited to share my progress and to track it as well. And that's why I've taken starting videos, starting photos. So as you saw at the beginning, that's my starting physique. I actually stepped on the scales this morning and I'm 65.1 kilos. I put it on my Instagram the other day as 66, but that was a lie. I obviously didn't step on the scale first thing in the morning. So yeah, 65.1 kilos. You guys heard it here first. The aim's not necessarily to gain a ridiculous amount of scale weight. The aim is just to see changes in my physique, and what I will go by is how I feel, how my sessions are going, and most importantly, how I look as well. So that's what I'm gonna kind of go with. I'm not someone to call this a bulk, because to be honest, I don't really like that word for girls. Like, I don't want to get bulky. I just want to have a bigger bum. So I'm not really going to call it that. It's literally just a muscle gaining phase to gain strength, to gain muscle, to gain confidence, motivation. And that's basically what I'm going to call this. So that is what we're aiming for. One of the things you guys have asked me so much is how I'm feeling about potentially putting on weight or getting a little bit fluffy. And it's part of the whole process when you try to gain muscle, is you will get a little bit fluffy, but how I feel as fluffy probably won't look any different to you guys. And I feel like it's the same with bloating. You know, when you feel really bloated but someone looks at you and they're like, you don't look any different, that's probably how it's going to feel. So it doesn't bother me that much because it's only going to be temporary, and I've dieted quite a few times before and I know exactly how to get myself back in shape. It's not a hard process. If I stick to it for like 6 to 8 weeks, I'll probably get back to where I was, and hopefully I'll have a little bit of extra muscle. And how I'm doing this is I'm not increasing calories ridiculously to allow me to eat loads of rubbish food and to allow me to eat in a huge surplus that I don't need to be in. I think a lot of girls think that when they try to gain muscle, they have to eat as much food as possible. They have to just eat whatever's in sight, and it's not the case. It still has to be controlled, especially if you want to stay like in okay shape. So my goal is to stay relatively lean whilst growing my glutes. And obviously Obviously, yeah, I probably will get a little bit watery and puffy, but like I said, it's part of the process and you have to just kind of go with it and just enjoy it, because food is literally my friend. I love it. I'm now at a point where I can just eat it and enjoy it, and I think it's just so cool that over the next few months I'm going to be doing that. Over the next few weeks, I'm going to be sort of seeing how my body responds in regards to my training, my calories. If my training suddenly dips and doesn't progress anymore, so say if I don't lift any extra weight or I don't increase my reps, then that will be a sign for me to kind of increase calories, because that will be a sign that I need some more fuel. I'm really prioritizing fueling myself for my workouts, and it's so important. Things like simple carbs, like this morning I had that bagel, anything to kind of give you quick energy if you're about to work out. So I'm just going to be seeing how I go, and I'll probably increase them as I go along, but I didn't want to sort of start with like ridiculously high calories when I don't need them. I'll just increase them if I need to, basically. The last thing that I am just wanting to do this for, to be honest, is to actually stay accountable, and that's why I'm sharing my journey with you. And I think if you've got a journey, or if you want to start a fitness journey, I can't stress enough how much keeping accountable is going to help you. The reason I started my Instagram was because I wanted to keep myself accountable. I wanted to remember all of the recipes that I had ever cooked, and that's how I've just kind of grown it, and that's how it started. I never started it because I wanted to have loads of followers. It just wasn't really a thing on my mind, and I think it's just so cool to look back at photos and your journey and kind of just see how you were before. So if you're also going to be starting to build muscle with me, please let me know. Please comment below. Honestly, I'd love to have so many of you on board with this journey with me, and just make sure that you keep a track of your progress and really keep yourself accountable each week, whether that's you having a coach or you just having an Instagram or just having an album on your phone. Whatever it is, just make it, and make sure that you stay accountable to yourself. But yeah, guys, this is the start of my, I'd say 4 to 5 month journey. I was gonna say 5 months, but that would take me up to the end of May, and I am pretty sure I'm going to Marbella for my birthday, which is the middle of June, and I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel if I'm just like 2 weeks into a diet. So I don't know, we're gonna see how we feel, we're gonna see how we progress. If I still haven't made enough progress, then I'm just gonna go with it, and I won't end the muscle gaining phase. But if I've made great progress and I'm ready to kind of just diet down, which I might be, like eating a lot of food can get quite tiresome anyway, so we'll just see how it goes. But definitely till like the end of April for sure. And yeah, I'll be staying accountable with you guys, keeping you updated on my progress and my stats, and I hope that you can join this journey with me. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, then comment below, and make sure you subscribe to my channel. See you at the same time next week. Bye bye.